this is one that Ryan wanted to do. It's the top 10 of the week. Um, and yeah, we're basically just
Top
going to
10
name
strikers.
top 10 strikers in the Premier League currently. Um, and to be honest with you, it's not currently, however, it is at the same time. It's just conception. This, whatever you feel currently makes them the best striker in the league, or is
I think
whatever puts them. It's your opinion, basically.
I think this one, me and you disagree on quite a lot. But I watch a lot of strikers, and I feel that I have the best reasoning for watching these strikers and seeing they're the best. So
Okay. I have a feeling you're going to have one guy very high. He's on mine. But yeah, do you want to start with
should
your list? We'll go list for list.
we
So you go
start?
from 10 to 1.
Yeah, okay. I've gone with Havertz at number 10.
Okay.
I mean, this guy, I love the guy in a way because he won us the Champions League. But if he didn't do that, I don't see much in him. Arsenal, obviously, he scores a lot of headers. That's all he can do. Everything else, I don't see nothing in him. So I don't know why Arsenal decided again, but that's their, what's it? Not loss, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go with Duran at
Yeah.
number 9.
I was thinking about him.
I just think when in a couple years' time, I think he's gonna be in top 5. He's so clinical, and if he gets starting over Watkins, yeah, he's gonna be great. And
Yeah, he has the potential for sure.
I've gone for Dominic Solanke, Chelsea Academy. I used to watch him back in the day. He's a,
Okay.
he's a good player. He's a good player, but I don't think. And this season's put me off a little bit. So obviously there's a bit of recency bias, but yeah. Then I've gone for Danny Welbeck. Now this one, I
Yes,
don't
I
think.
agree.
Oh, you're agreeing?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got Danny Welbeck. I've not, I won't say where, but I've got Danny Welbeck in my top 10.
I just think what he does for Brighton, they just need someone like him, and he
Yeah,
just does it perfectly.
he's criminally underrated, Danny Welbeck.
I genuinely think he's at another peak in his career where he is
Yeah.
now. Yeah, so then I've gone for Jota, number 5. That's not, you're not gonna like that one, but
Um,
there's a lot of strikers. So
I'm not. Yeah, I won't say anything yet. Go on.
then I've also gone for the other clinical finisher in Son at number 4. I think them two are very much alike in a way,
Hmm.
but yeah. And then I've gone for Nicholas Jack. No, I've gone for Watkins at number 4. I mean, I meant to say Son at 5. I've gone for Ollie Watkins at number 4. I mean,
Okay.
he's a great player. Like on that half turn, short, pacey, he does it all. He's a good player. He's a great player. That's why Duran's not starting over him. Then I've gone for Nicholas Jackson. I mean, there's a bit of bias, but when you watch him week in, week out, I want people to
Where
know this
is
guy.
that, third or second?
He is third. He is third. Nicholas Jackson
Wow,
is third in my
that
list. I
is
promise you.
crazy.
Nah, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. In 2 or 3 seasons, you'll be agreeing with me. Remember this. Remember this exact podcast.
But this isn't in 2, 3 years' time.
No,
Striker, this is
I'm saying
currently.
now. I'm saying now as well. I'm saying now for
Okay, all
sure.
right.
But I'm just making sure that I know you agree with me in a couple seasons.
Yeah.
But anyways, I've gone for Alexander Isaac. He's special. Number
Hmm.
2, he is so special.
Yeah.
Like dribbling for a 6'4" player like him. If Haaland had that, he'd be the best player in the world. But yeah, and then obviously I've just said it. Haaland number 1.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, that's my list. But you go with
Yeah,
yours.
not a bad list at all. Very a lot of similar names mentioned. That's going to be mentioned again in mine. I believe we had the exact same top 5, just in a different order. Um, oh,
Okay, I
actually,
don't
no,
mind
there
that.
was one difference. Sorry, one difference.
Okay, I dislike that.
Okay. Right. So anyway, already mentioned him. Number 10, I've got Danny Welbeck. I think
Sounds
a
good.
lot of these strikers were very close. However, Danny Welbeck has to be in there, especially again this season. He's been brilliant.
Nah, he's class.
So yeah, Danny Welbeck. At number 9, you didn't mention him in your top 10. However, I think he's a bit of a rogue shout, but I really like him. Mateus Cunha at Wolves.
Okay,
You
no,
know what? I
he
think
does.
I think he might not get his props because he's at Wolves, and if he was at a better team like a Liverpool or even like an Arsenal, he'd relish it. You'd get
I
a lot
just
more
think
goals.
his finishing is just not the greatest. And
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, but
he's
and
good.
I've got another player on my list who I've got a few players on my list like that actually. But yeah, there's just something about Mateus Cunha that I really like, especially at Wolves. He's too good for Wolves in my opinion. Um,
No, I hear that. I hear that.
so yeah, Mateus Cunha at number 9. And you're not like this. I've got Nicholas Jackson at 8.
Yep, you've lost your mind again.
Um, Brilliant player, however, not top 5 yet for me. Um,
Just wait when he
However,
scores a hat trick on your dome tomorrow.
yeah, we'll see about that. You're not gonna like this even more, but I really rate this guy a lot, and I mean a lot. And yeah, he has a lot of flaws in his game, but he's just on his day he's arguably top 5. I've gone for Gabriel Jesus.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew
Yeah,
you was gonna say that.
there's something about him, and like he's just someone that if you watch him, you just love him. Like he's
No,
brilliant to
no,
watch.
no, he's that kind of player. But I see a Martial in him, and I know you don't rate Martial, but
Yeah, no,
that's what I
yeah,
see in him.
well, no one rates Martial with a brain. But no, I've got Jesus. I think there's just something about him.
No, that's fair.
At 6, I've got Dominic Solanke. Um, Obviously mentioned by you, obviously as well.
Yep,
Number 5, I've got Diogo Jota. Um,
that's
so similar
that's the same.
position.
Yep,
I think I think you put Jota
I
for
put him
6th.
six, six.
Yeah.
Put him six.
I've then got Heung-min Son at 4.
Yep, so we're on the same kind of. Yep,
Yeah.
that's fair.
This is where it goes a bit different, but it's still similar. I've got Alexander Isaac in 3.
Damn, really?
They currently really put me off on this one because I think as an actual player, Alexander Isaac is, for me, definitely second behind Haaland.
He's
However,
finishing.
Ollie Watkins at number 2 after last season, yeah, I had to put him at number 2. Yeah,
That's
I
fair.
just love Watkins. I always have, even when he was at Brentford. I've always liked Watkins. But yeah, he's took it to a new level last year, and he's he's looking again good this year.
I mean, he scored today, but I don't think he's done it as well this season. That's why I
I do.
put.
Isaac is definitely, in my opinion, has more talent and ability than Watkins. However, I just prefer Watkins as a striker currently.
Yeah, in the overall career, I think Isaac would do more. That's why I
Yeah,
put
no,
him
I agree. I
second.
agree. I agree. That's if he leaves Newcastle because no one's going to achieve anything at that wash club. Um, and then, yeah, obviously Watkins at number 2, and then obviously Erling Haaland at number 1, of course, the best striker in the Premier League, and you could argue he's in the best strikers of all time in the Premier League, and he's only been here for what, 2 years?
No, no, no.
I mean,
He's definitely up there. I mean, he's breaking
he's
City records, and Aguero was there. He's
yeah, I
breaking
mean,
records
he
for
broke
goal
the Premier League
scorers.
record in his first season. I think I think didn't he win the Golden Boot last year as well?
He must have done. He must have done.
And then obviously he's 4 goals ahead, and we're only 8 goal games in already. I mean, that's just a joke. He's got more goals in games this season, so yeah. Obviously, no denying that Haaland is the number 1.
Yeah, no. He's special. He's a special guy, but in my opinion, Mbappe's better. But they're the top two for me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Mbappe as an all-round player is better than Haaland, but Haaland obviously does it in the Premier League, so that it's a close one, and I wouldn't argue with either. Um, but yeah,
Exactly. Yep.
it's Haaland number 1.
Yeah, you can't deny it. Can't deny
Shout out to obviously Darwin Núñez, um,
it. Yeah, you
Cody
lost your
Gakpo.
mind again.
Um,
Gap, fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah, yeah.
I want to say
Uh,
shout out to Delap from Ipswich.
Delap. Oh yeah, Delap's had a good season.
I genuinely
Um,
think like he's dribbling for a big man is special. So yeah, I think he'll be good.
yeah, no, yeah, Delap's good. But no, yeah, that's our top tens. Feel free to give Ryan lots of hate for having Nicholas Jackson third.
Trust me, people will know. People will know in a couple of years. People will know.
Yeah, well, good thing we don't live in the future; we live in the present.
Good thing we do because he's still number three. Anyways, I'm not. I'm doubling down on that.